Acer Aspire TC-1780 Real Review. 64 gigabytes RAM in a tiny box is insane.
Picture this. I hit compile on a massive project and my laptop sounded like a jet engine for 45 minutes straight. Meanwhile, my coffee went cold and my soul left my body. That was me last Thursday. Type felt if your current machine punishes you for actually using it. What's the longest you've waited for a render or compile?
That soul-crushing moment when Chrome alone eats 24 gigs and everything turns to slideshow. You're scared to open another tab, scared to breathe. But picture a tiny black box that just shrugs and keeps flying. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you actually ended that nightmare for good. The Acer Aspire TC-1780 landed on my desk, and I laughed at the size. Then I turned it on. Intel Core i9-12900K with 16 cores and 24 threads hitting 5.1 GHz, 64 GB DDR4 RAM, 2 TB PCIe NVMe SSD, Intel UHD Graphics 730 driving dual 4K 60Hz monitors like it's nothing, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth, Gigabit Ethernet, front USB-C, and a clean Windows 11 home install with zero bloat. True story. Client needed a 4K 45-minute video exported by morning. My main rig was thermal throttling at 3 a.m. and projected 6 more hours. Moved the project to the TC-1780, hit export, finished in 38 minutes while I took a shower and made coffee. The timeline scrubbed instantly, no proxies needed, fans barely spun up. I stood there in my towel staring at the progress bar like it was lying to me. For the first time in years, I went back to bed instead of white-knuckling a render. Hardware reviewers are calling it the most ridiculous spec-to-size ratio of the year. One analyst flat out said this config beats most 2025 mid-range chips in multi-core while sipping half the power. A music producer told me he loads 200 track sessions with every plugin known to man and still has RAM left over. Another dev runs 12 VMs plus local Kubernetes and says it's stupid fast. My own test? I opened 300 Chrome tabs, Premiere 4K timeline, Excel with 1.2 million rows, Obsidian, Docker, and Spotify. CPU barely hit 40%, RAM usage sat at 51 gig. It was eerie, dead quiet. The biggest pushback I see is, but no dedicated GPU. Cool story. If you live in After Effects all day, buy a gaming rig. If you live in Code, VMs, Data, Premiere, FL Studio, or any CPU and RAM-heavy workflow, this thing is a cheat code. Thousands of us are quietly replacing 3K to 5K workstations with this unassuming black box. Tell me in the comments, are you still paying for RGB lights you don't need, or are you ready for actual performance? Imagine never seeing not responding again, never closing apps to save performance, just pure, ridiculous speed in a box smaller than your monitor base. Join the devs, editors, producers, and spreadsheet wizards already living this absurd reality with the Acer Aspire TC-1780. I dropped the exact config link in the description and pinned comment. Click it, peek at the specs, and watch your jaw drop. Units with this exact 64 gigabytes plus i9 combo move fast. Your next compile or render is waiting to blow your mind. Go see it.